And
once again, ladies and gentlemen, this is semi-final fight number 2 in Eternal MMA's 4-man heavyweight Grand Prix. It is sponsored by Combat Sports Insurance. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He stands at 1.84 meters tall, representing Canterbury Fight Centre. Hailing from Mahia, New Zealand, residing in Christchurch, New Zealand, introducing Damian the Dawn Maru. And his opponent fighting into the red corner stands at 1.81 meters tall with a record of 1-1, representing City Kickboxing in Auckland. He hails from Tahiti, now residing in Papatiti, New Zealand. Introducing Henri, the Giant Killer Burns! 3-5s when the bell rings. Your referee in charge is John Sharp.
John Sharp brings them together. Mark Craig there, taking a rest ringside. Henri Burns has a very good jiu-jitsu background, and it will be interesting to see
Round 1.
What he chooses to do. The Don Damian Maru on the right of your screen, clearly the heavier of the two.
That is a big man, Mike.
Tattooed Māori warrior, signifying his heritage on his back. Henri Burns just fainting early. Any respect. Maru looks a little flat on his feet at this point, and Burns would do well just to keep him turning, keep him shifting, changing levels now. Here, actually, the call from the corner just to shift. We're very privileged to be sitting so close to the corners.
Right next to us is Eugene Bierman. Both fighters, a wealth of knowledge. Both of their corners.
Burns, you see if he's getting a reaction by changing. Maru, a little stagnant at this point. I'd like to see Burns just drift to his right, perhaps go with the right leg kick rather than the left. Does leave him vulnerable to a straight right-hand counter.
Very tentative at this stage, and would you blame him against a guy like Damian Maru with power in both hands? Very smart move so far.
4-ounce gloves. Basically padded knuckle dusters in there, and can't afford to make a mistake at heavyweight. Everyone hits so hard. The crowd's getting frustrated there, but they're not the ones who have to take a heavyweight shot.
No, of course not, and there's absolutely no point in getting frustrated because, like you said, those padded knuckle dusters can put this fight to an end in just a second.
Burns just dropping the jab down to the body. It will explode at some point. Just finding range with that, seeing how Maru reacts.
The stare on Maru's face, he is poised and focused.
Maybe focused, but we want that stare to be a possum in the headlights. He needs to get off some offense, because it's allowing Henri Burns to get rhythm, to get comfortable. Neither expending a lot of energy at this point. Just
there it is there.
Big overhand right. The first jab he throws in anger, and Burns is counter-fighting well. Heavy leg kick out. And Maru just strangely quiet at this point. He saw the power of Burns' leg kicks. Just really buckled that lead leg of Maru. And feeling a little more tentative now. Probing jab, he stuck out, and immediately the overhand right came after it, followed by a left hook. It'll be a pace that Burns won't mind.
No, not at all, and you mentioned that before the fight, Mike, those leg kicks could be the difference. Chopping the big tree of Damian Maru out from underneath. And coming over the top with that big right hand that landed. Damian Maru not too phased at this point. Momentum on the side of Henri Burns so far.
Well, there haven't been many shots thrown in anger. Henri Burns has been controlling the center ring. Nice little Anderson Silva up punch there.
Yep.
Burns just gathering the data, getting his range correct, seeing what Maru offers back. And again, inside leg kick there off the left hand. Still not putting huge power behind it, but touching it. And that's what he needs to do. Just touch Maru, keep him turning. And you see, every time he moves, Maru will walk forward, but he's not showing not a lot of signs of being explosive at this point. just over a minute to go, and this is our first round. The second heavyweight semi-final is the heavyweight Grand Prix, Eternal 50 right here at the magnificent Sky City Convention Centre. Leaping left hook there from Burns, doubled up on that. Maru tight guard, but nothing coming back.
Yeah, Henry's starting to find his range now. He's being very patient, and maybe that patience in the first 2 minutes of the round is starting to pay off. Starting to find his target.
The thing is, Maru's not forcing him to do anything else. He can afford to be patient, particularly when he doesn't want to sustain too much damage. I mean, this is a pace that he'll easily be able to accommodate, even if it goes through rounds. Big overhand right through the sink with that one.
Just misses. Damian smiles.
Smiling. Felt the wind of that windmill going past. Good of Burns now. He's shown that right hand a couple of times to feint with it.
Damian might open up here in the last 30 seconds. You never know.
Well, he had it against the cage, but didn't do anything with it. Burns check hooking his way out, back out into the centre ring. 10 seconds to go. Maru knows he's trying to push the pace, but again, just not explosive enough.
Oh, wow! He knocked him down at the end of the round.
Just missed with that wild shot, Henri Burns. Maru caught him with the left hook.
Wow.
Right on the bell. I don't know how the judges will score that, because that's pretty much a dominant round from Henri Burns, just caught by the left hook. And whether they'll consider that the scoring position.
Seconds out for round 2.
Quicker man.
Very, very interesting, that last second of the round.
Well, Burns made up his nose. He looked to have clear eyes. He got to his feet pretty much straight away, but legitimate left hook dropped him on his butt, and the buzzer came at exactly the right moment.
Round 2.
Round number 2. Looks to see Maru starting to press his advantage. He might need to soak up a couple of shots to bridge the gap, start to apply that heavy frame of him against the, ironically, the smallest man in the tournament. Burns, just keep him drifting, keep him moving. Maru now, just rather than walking forward there, I just noticed he changed up, maintained his range, didn't follow Burns so much. Yeah, and he's shifting as well. He's clued onto that. That's his corner. Must have talked to him. Carl Webber's been around a while. Just waiting for that opportunity. Yeah. Burns low with that leg kick. Maru looking for an opportunity to set his feet and unload. He's a big man though. I think that leg attack would serve him well, just to continue feinting from Maru, but he's feinting from about 4 miles out. No danger there. Burns though, when he's shifting, just needs to, when he shifts, the big man needs to look to take advantage of his movement and double the impact.
Jeez, he is a big man, isn't he? Maru.
Yeah, goodness. Back on his heels there. Burns will do well to double up. Now he's starting, a bit closer, he's starting to get the reaction. But he also needs to set the tone by landing some of those shots. Otherwise he'll have no respect for the feints.
Quite a different fight to our first heavyweight Grand Prix, Mike.
Yeah, very much so.
Corner calling for something now.
Just caught him drifting to the short side. Maybe then that left hook will go. Good work from Burns. Looking to suck him in, according to the single leg. He's a big man to get around, so nice work, running the pipe, good sweep there. Henri Burns now really putting the pressure on and keeping close, keeping the weight on.
And this is where Henry wants to be. He doesn't want to give Damian too much space, but he does break.
And again, that's just the size of the guy. Now, Henri Burns against the cage, needs to get himself back into centre ring. Maru lying on his chin now, going with that left hook. Burns just needs to be tidy himself. Maru has Burns against the cage. He's about a metre off the cage. He's really near where he needs to attack.
Jeez. Here comes Damian Maru.
cross there. Maru. He's got double unders. Hand fighting there. Burns hasn't got an underhook on either side yet.
Yeah, see, this is the toughest spot, especially for the lighter guy. You've got a guy as big as Damian Maru pushing you up against the cage, almost lifting you off your feet as the taller guy.
He's got the left hand underhook there now.
Yeah, great reversal there, see?
And again, it took him the time to get the underhook, but again, reverses him, and Maru looking for the elbow, missed with that. Wanting for him to drop down and go for the double leg. A lot of work done now. Knees there from Burns. Going for the old Conor McGregor. Well, to be fair, John Jones and Anderson Silva did it a long time before Conor. Big knees for the body. He's just got to be careful of that right elbow coming out of the clinch, Burns.
See, that'll take it out of Damian, but he does a good job of reversing again there. And they've traded places on the cage.
But Burns has got his hands connected. Maru needs to be a little more active. Little hammer fist for the fight. Variety from Maru, shows his thinking. Going for the elbow, but he doesn't have wrist control to come across.
The shoulder strike is there if he wants it. It is a bit hard because he's a bit taller. He can change levels.
The left knee again. There's a lot of cushion there from Maru.
And for good reason.
Those heavy shots, you just see he's starting to bring that right hand across to defend, his left hand across to defend against the knee.
20 seconds, drop. Yes, single.
Looks to drop down and go for that leg. Knee missed.
Last 10 seconds we could see something here, Mike.
Maru, well, he'll know how he ended the last round, trying to drift him into the right hand. Ooh, big left hand there from Henri Burns to finish it. Maru looked at him and said, "Is that all you got, son?" Well, it's
5 seconds out for the third and final round. Here we go, good people. Let's make some noise for the boys as they come out for round
it hasn't been a lot of time, but
3.
everything is still on the line. This is the third round, third and final. Henri Burns, the man from Tahiti. Damian Maru
Round
from
3.
Christchurch. And Maru, he just needs to press the action. He's got a great chin. He may need to wear a couple to start to impose his massive frame on Henri Burns.
Very impressed with the way both boys have approached this fight.
That's quite technical for the big fellas, isn't it?
Absolutely. And although it may be frustrating for the crowd to watch a very, very technical battle inside the cage.
Maru, he's got that right hand poised. It's very much cocked.
Almost feel it coming, Mike.
Burns is just outside of range for his feints. He's changing levels. He's getting a bit of a reaction from Maru. Good to see him come back upstairs in the shot. Now he's changing levels. See those? That's a very high guard from Maru as well. Wouldn't hurt him to look for something in the body. Breathing in the big ones. Maru back on his heels. Burns is getting the feints. There's that heavy leg kick. He's getting a reaction from the feints, but he's just not doing anything with it.
A beautiful leg kick there by Henri. Working off to the left side afterwards as well, getting out of range. Don't want to be caught on the end of those heavy hammers. Damian Maru.
This would have been interesting if this had been Jack Tuave and Damian Maru. I suspect that might have been a stand at the live about. Burns not really setting that up. Maru having plenty of time to get out of the way.
Who knows, Mike, that may be a bout we see in the future. You never know. Highly possible.
See how Maru, when he steps back, he ends up on his heels. And that's where Burns needs to capitalise, because he can't come back. He can't spring back and double the impact if he's on his heels. 3 minutes to go in the third and final round. Still posturing, still looking for the openings. Burns, another slapping leg kick to the inside thigh. Maybe needs to feint that leg kick this side and go with something else. He's got to be cautious if you go back to the well 3 times in a row.
Yeah. Third time isn't always lucky. Oh, big left hand, 2 of them. You can hear the corner saying relax because you get carried away. You saw what happened at the end of the first. We don't want that to happen early in the third.
It's just it'd be good if he just straightened out his right hand, come with a left uppercut, because there's a big gap between the elbows. This corner's taking a very conservative approach. Hands painting, pulling range to him, maintain your range. Hands painting the low kick. Moving well laterally. Just again, just needs to have a little bit of offense to get the hand moving. Back to the cage now. Maru cutting him off for the first time.
There we go. Great level change from Henri.
Yeah, that was nicely done.
Ooh.
Nice work. Very nimble for a big man.
Damian shakes it off.
Now, a minute 22. Just needs to be cautious because Maru has genuine power. Stuff that takedown, Maru. Look to go to the back, but Burns back on his bike. Back on the cage again. Has to be cautious about walking into that right hand.
He's timing it quite well because Damian's thrown it twice now. Henry's just slipped out of the way and ducked underneath. And if he can keep the fight here, you'd have to think with less than a minute to go, Henri Burns could be on his way to fighting in a heavyweight Grand Prix final.
Nice work from Maru in defending the takedown. Good technique as well as size. Looking to push him off now. He'll probably try to punch off the clinch. Burns must have heard us because he did that.
Watch for
30 seconds to go. Now Maru, nothing left.
Yeah.
Nothing left on the clock, so he's just going to go for it. Burns just needs a straight rope down the pipe. Just be careful of that knee. Snap down from Maru.
He could empty the tank here, Damian.
20 seconds. Burns is an experienced grappler though. Again, that straight right, just the way Maru's walking in.
Yes.
10 seconds, they're calling for the level change again.
Ooh, they're getting confident. Great fight.
Well,
Great
Maru
fight.
missed with that wild left hook.
Yeah.
Henri Burns, he called him on, but really he's got a smart tactical fight.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of heavyweight action, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision, where we find a unanimous decision winner. All 3 judges scoring this contest 30-27 for your winner by unanimous decision, Henri, the Giant Killer!
He landed more free to finish the
With
fight.
Henri Burns. Henri, congratulations on a fantastic performance. It started slow. However, was that the game plan coming into this fight? Once again, Damian Maru, a very big man.
Yeah, I just came here and do the work. I've been putting work with my team, CKB, and no bullshit. We work hard. And yeah, tough opponent, Damian Maru. Thanks for coming and show his skills. But bro, I've been training hard.
Well, Henri, you've got one more fight. Good luck in the grand final. That heavyweight title is on the line. Henri Burns, ladies and gentlemen.